Matea just became president. Matea just became president of the National Junior Honor Society. And she had to have a speech and be voted in. Now she's 13 years old. She wants to be the president of the United States. Okay, so Matea just became president, right? Mm-hmm. She's 13, and I'm gonna get raw and real here. Okay, I'm gonna get real here, so this is not necessarily as funny. Her mother was 14 when she gave birth. Can you imagine? Mm-hmm. It's so amazing that Matea now is like, you know, taking leadership roles and everything. So, I mean, what do you think of that? Like, imagine just her being able to be in this country and be the president.
I'm just very proud of her.
I learned that your past doesn't really define who you are and what you become. I learned that from my mother.
I need to hug you guys.
So that's why I'm really proud of her, because like, if she was still there, you know,
she wouldn't have the same opportunity that she has now.
What Grace just said, I'm so proud.
I said too, Mom.
What you both said.
What I said first. She
said first, and then she said second, and then she nodded her head, and then she nodded her head and said more, but then she added a little bit. So what they both said, I'm so proud of them, because your past doesn't need to define you, and that's the whole point, is that I'm going to talk more about it in this video, but look, we've got some big plans for these women, these mighty women of God, and yeah, Matea wants to be the president of the entire universe. So you do know that Matea became the president.
Of course I do. Yes, I definitely know. I'm super proud of her, and I have to say I'm not surprised. She is an amazing young lady. We've always called her the CEO of our family. She's on top of everything, that kid. She is so bright and intelligent and giving, and I love that she's made part of her, I guess, platform, as you call it, giving back and adopting an animal in need to use as a support animal for other kids at school. She's always about giving back, and I love that about Matea, and I'm so proud of her.
Wait, you don't think she'll be able to get an elephant?
No.
The school to adopt an elephant?
No, not gonna happen.
Positive?
No.
Hey, tell me about that necklace.
Oh, it's Grace's necklace.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
And this is Grace's shirt, and this is Grace's
No.
tie.
Hey, so Grace,
So all my nuts, they all steal.
do you think that Matea will be able to somehow manage to keep her campaign promise to adopt an elephant for the school?
I feel like it's a way of saying, for me, just to get people, oh my gosh, this frog is gonna have an elephant, and it's gonna, after a while, it's gonna like, I don't think
she means she's bringing an elephant to the school.
No, maybe like stuffed animal, but that's about
Yeah.
it. I think they're gonna bring a whole actual elephant.
I think she's saying the Wildlife Society or something, they can adopt an elephant.
Maybe go visit there as a school.
Hey, and how is it that Ella is wearing your necklace?
Okay, so this whole thing going on way back with my friends. Well, I bought one because it was like, oh my gosh, everybody was going crazy about it. So I bought one for me, and then my friend, can I say their names or no? One of my friend wanted one, so she took one. She literally just like, okay, I was like, yeah, okay. So I bought another one, and then my other friend wanted one. Now I bought my own, and then Ella.
There is a better story to the necklace, but we won't talk about it.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of story, but we're not gonna get.
Can you get me the link to the necklace so I can post it in case people want to buy it? What?
Amazon.
Well, let me give them the Amazon link. Okay, listen. Okay, so I wanted to continue to talk about Matea becoming president of the National Junior Honor Society. First off, she had to get up, she had to say a speech, she had to get elected, and I'm really proud of her because she really has this leadership focus. Like, she's really focused on it. Well, the one thing she told everybody, and if any of you out there, whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or whatever, if you have an idea for this, help me. She said that her school, she said, let's volunteer or let's do something to adopt either a child in another country, you know, like sponsorship, or she's very much into animals. So she was thinking of some kind of animal like an elephant. So one of the things that touches me regarding Matea is that she was born to a teenager in Guatemala, and we don't know a lot about her, but we do have one picture of her with her mom, who was 14 when she had Matea. And we know that there's a lot of stuff. There's crime, and in the part of Guatemala that she was from, people in Guatemala are extremely intelligent, like probably the smartest people on the planet. I mean, amazing, resourceful people. But there's also a lot of struggle, especially with the women. So for her to stand up, you know, and to just take this leadership role. I mean, one of her things is that, I don't know if any of you know this, this has been the law forever, is that even if you're an fully adopted child from another country, like you come into this country, you're immediately citizens, right? Sometimes you have to go through one extra step, which Matea was immediately a U.S. citizen upon adoption. However, she is never allowed to run for president of the United States. And one of her goals is to help change that law, because she is really serious about the fact that it is not fair. And one of my friends, McLean Layton, has this campaign or this plan to try to change that. But Matea's leadership skills, I mean, first off, her communication skills have been impeccable from the time she was born. When she was a little baby, she used to do all of these sounds, you know, and then like raspberries, and she'd babble, and like people would congregate around her. Always had a lot of charisma, positive attitude in general, very positive, very confident. You know, middle school can kind of take a toll on you. So any of you out there who can kind of give her extra encouragement is great. But I'm just, when I think about her past, and granted, I love that Grace said, you know, your past should not define you. But when I think about kind of where she came from originally and what her future could have been, whereas now she's really representing something totally different, I'm really excited for her. And while it's not so relevant that her mom was so young, it kind of is, because when you think about the freedom that Matea has to make so many different choices at this point, it's really beautiful. And so anyhow, I wanted to show this whole like montage and all of the stuff regarding my beautiful, wonderful daughter Matea and all of her little one-liners.
Okay, hi guys. I just got home from school. Well, I'm not even home yet. I'm just in the car. I just got picked up from school, and I'm going to tell you about how I became president of the National Junior Honor Society. So basically how it worked is, if you wanted to sign up for like to be president or an officer or something, you had to like write an essay and like get teachers' signatures for what's it called?
Approval? No.
Teacher recommendations. And so that's what I did for president. And then in front of the whole National Junior Honor Society, you had to speak and make your speech and stuff. And there's a bug. You had to speak and make your speech. And so then on the ballot, like, people would vote. Sorry, my mom just got a text. People would vote and on who could become president. And so they all voted me president. And yeah, some of my ideas are pretty great. Like, they're different than other people's ideas.
Can you list them for us?
I was going to do that.
No, I try to be like.
Tell us what one of your ideas is.
Okay, so I'm just going to tell you a couple, because we can do a lot of things. So one of my ideas was, like, I'm just going to tell you a school changing idea, a volunteer idea, and, like, a fundraiser money donating idea thing. So for our school idea, I thought we could, like, our school has this store, kind of, that you can buy with, like, school dollars. And so we could, like, update that store. That was one of my ideas. And, okay. Ooh, my hand looks really strange. And so then also, look at it. Ew. It's so weird. And so
it's
then,
like a cup.
Mm-hmm. And so then, hey Ella, what's up? And so then, sorry. And so then also we could do that for our school. And then for volunteer around Christmas time, I said that we should, like, have a fundraiser or a spirit week collecting money for families in needs for like Christmas gifts, not just like their kids, to like please them and make them happy. My face is really red in this lighting. Oh my goodness. I'm not this red, guys.
My
Not
face
even.
is actually red.
But like, that's because it's hot outside, but this one makes it look red. Anyways,
Wow, okay. It's like it's
So-
tomato red.
yeah, and the camera looks really weird. It's like 90 to 100 degrees out here, so, I'm sorry it's bumpy, everybody. Hold on for a second.
Mom,
All right,
how tall are
and
you?
so then some of my others ideas were like to buy Christmas gifts for families, not just like the children to like please them and be like Merry Christmas, take a present or something, but like if families could put like, oh, we need more groceries on our Christmas list, or like we need more. We have a dog, but we can't afford its food yet. Can we have one of that? Blah, blah, blah.
Do a gift card.
And so, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Like money, and then we'd buy a bunch of gift cards for families and stuff. Well, not gift cards, we'd buy the things on their gifts because they probably might not even have a car to go out and purchase the things. Anyways, so, and one of my ideas for like money is we help a lot with like the homeless people and like, the soldiers and like old people and stuff. So like that's cool and fun too. We could still do that, but we never helped with animals. Oh my gosh, this is so shaky. So and we never helped with animals. So I was thinking that we could donate some money that our school earns from the fundraisers and spirit weeks.
What kind of animals?
I know. 1 second.
It's more
So
like
okay.
more of a cup now.
Yes. And so oh yeah, my middle, like the middle of my hand. I want water till I can pour it in there and just be like, okay, sorry. But my hand just looks really weird. Okay, sorry, Mom. And so then we could donate to like animal shelters, like with cats and dogs for the National Junior. For like we would donate to the Humane Society for like cats and dogs and just other animals too. Or with all the money we raise, we could also, like our school could sponsor a child, or we could go and help the World Wildlife Fund and like adopt like an elephant for our school or a tiger.
WWE. I'm like, oh, yeah,
No, the WWF, World Wildlife Fund. So we could like, so our school could like adopt an elephant or like a panda or like an endangered animal. It's not gonna come to the school.
Christmas? I know.
Okay.
The Christmas thing? I have an idea to contribute
Yeah. Shh, 1 second.
for your, the fundraiser.
What?
Maybe you should get like some, what's it called? Some Disney passes.
What? Well, only if it's on their Christmas list.
Jared, you know Jared's right there.
They might not even have enough food. Money for like food.
Jared!
Anyways, yeah, that's about it. Yeah, bye.
I have a race tomorrow.
That's good. Jared, what you eating?
Fettuccine Alfredo.
You sound sick.
Because
I have a race tomorrow.
cross country. Ladybug's eating too.
I just gave her some chicken.
Did you like the fettuccine Alfredo?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Grace, are you going to be done taking pictures of your food anytime in the near future?
I'm trying to find the best angle, Mom.
Let me
It's
see.
hard.
Let me take a video of it.
Look, this is like a missing spot. Oh, so cool.
Look how good that food looks.
I want people to know where I eat.
Okay, so. Are you putting that on your Instagram story or as a regular picture?
My Instagram story.
Okay. And what are you doing?
Jared, how am I listening to music? Would it? Did you want? Would it? Did
See,
you
Mommy?
Some of us think that Alex sometimes speaks like Ariana Grande because he kind of uses a falsetto, right, guys?
Can you burn things while you're boiling things?
Why are you asking? She
Yeah, you
knows.
can. You can.
Because people...
Alec,
I'm sorry. Yeah, we need the views to
still
see
taking a food picture?
Take.
Still?
Yeah, Mommy, listen. Mom.
Mom, it gotta look good. Okay,
Mommy.
look. Did you not see my stories, Mom?
I have to pay attention.
Oh
to
my
it.
goodness.
She puts her drinks on the floor. Okay.
Okay, so what were you
What?
going to say? Sorry.
Because, Ladybug, you're silly. Can I look
What were you gonna say?
People say you can't burn things while you're boiling them, but I think you can.
You can.
I think you can too.
Grace has burned pasta before.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you ever burn pasta?
Have you
Remember
burnt
when
pasta
you were making
before?
pasta once and it was boiling and you burned it? So yes, you
Oh,
can.
funny story. I got this mark right here because I was trying to make pizza and then I burned myself.
Ouch.
And I also remember one time I was piece of chicken. I burned a piece of chicken in the microwave. And I got kicked out of the kitchen.
They're competing over their Instagram. Okay, so tell the people to follow you more. Maybe they'll. Ella, you want to?
My Instagram name is ellarybellary.
They know. I'll tell them again, and I'll put yours on there too. So we'll have a contest. Oh,
Me, I'm qualified. I have 155 so far.
yeah.
And mine's Matea _tot, MATEA _TOT.
Yes. Wait, what? What?
I always edit her
She
stories
edits
for
my
her.
pictures. I get all the followers and all the
Uh-uh.
I get all the visits. Even though she does all the hard work for my picture. But it's so funny. Anyways.
Got it.
Mom,
What?
can you put some pasta in my bowl, please?
Okay.
You gotta show them how you do it.
Tell them to subscribe.
Subscribe and subscribe to my YouTube channel too.